Hello again, it's Ducky, and now I'm going to open 3 boxes of Amonkhet. We're going to do this in high speed at 250% normal speed, and let's get started. First we start with a Glyph Keeper. Then we have a Gideon of the Trials, woohoo! Next up is a Sheltered Thicket. And a Glory-Bound Initiate. Kefnet the Mindful. And a Neheb the Worthy. Next is a Harsh Mentor. And a Heart Piercer Manticore. Then we have a Vizier of Many Faces, and a Drakehaven. Next up is a Bantu the Glorified, and the last one for this row is a Bounty of the Luxa. Our second row starts with a Dusk to Dawn, then we have an Insult to Injury, another Bounty of the Luxa, and a Prepare to Fight. Approach of the Second Sun, and a Fetid Pools. Next up is a Regal Caracal, and a Hapatra Vizier of Poisons. Channeler Initiate is next, and then we have a Failure to Comply. And next is a Champion of Ronus, then a Sandworm Convergence. Next row starts with an Oracle's Vault, and a Soulscar Mage. Next is a Sweltering Suns, and a Canyon Slough. Then we have an Archfiend of Ifnir, and a Cut to Ribbons. Next is a Gideon's Intervention, and a Temet Vizier of Noctimun. Next is a Nissa Steward of Elements. That's our second Planeswalker, that's great! Next one is a Hazoret's Favor. Then we have a Foil Archfiend of Ifnir and a Throne of the God Pharaoh. Our last one is a Harvest Season. Pretty decent box with the 2 Planeswalkers. Box number 2. Starts with a Never to Return, followed up with an Insult to Injury. Then we have a Commit to Memory, and a Canyon Slough. Next we have a Channeler Initiate, Then next is an As Foretold. Next up is a Hazoret's Favor. And a Sheltered Thicket. Then we have a Pyramid of the Pantheon. And a Temet Vizier of Noctimun. Next is a Plague Belcher. And a Dusk to Dawn. Next row starts with a Crew Reality. And then an Honored Hydra. Then we have another Nissa, Steward of Elements. That's exciting. And a Throne of the God Pharaoh. Then we have a Glory Bound Initiate. And an Archfiend of Ifnir. Guardian's Intervention. And then a Failure to Comply. Next is a Soul Scar Mage. And a Fetid Pools. Next is a Glorious End. And a New Perspectives. Our third row starts with a Heart Piercer Manicore and a Dread Wanderer. Next is a Glyph Keeper and a Plague Belcher. Again. And we have a Foil Temet Vizier of Noctimun and a Harvest Season. Rags to Riches is our next one. Followed by an Approach of the Second Sun. Next is a Harsh Mentor. And a Champion of Ronus. Then we have a Sandworm Convergence and a Vizier of Many Faces. Our last rare in this pack, or in this box, is Neheb the Worthy. On to box number 3. First up is a Glory Bringer, followed by Never to Return. Then we have a Failure to Comply in foil and a Vizier of Many Faces. Then we have a Pyramid of the Pantheon. Oops. And a Drakehaven. Next is a Vizier of the Menagerie. And a Shadow of the Grave. Then we have a Bounty of the Luxa. And an Angel of Sanctions. Next up is an Aven Mind Sensor. And a Cut to Ribbons. Next is a mouth to feed. And our second row starts with a regal caracal, followed by a pull from tomorrow, and a temet vizier of Noctimun. Next up is a sheltered thicket, then we have a glory-bound initiate. Ooh, then we have a foil sheltered thicket and a heart piercer manicore. Heaven to Earth is our next rare. And Scattered Groves is next, followed by Liliana's Mastery, and a Cascading Cataracts. Next we have Aronis the Indomitable, and a Dispossess. Next is an Irrigated Farmland, and a Champion of Aronis, and a Prowling Serpapard. Then we have a Combat Celebrant, and a Prepare to Fight. New Perspectives is next, followed by Neheb the Worthy. Then we have Hazaret's Favor, and a Hepatra Vizier of Poisons. Then we have an Anointed Procession, and a Curator of Mysteries. Our last one is a Sweltering Suns. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye!